February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room at the same time. Somehow.
What's this and the evidence room part?
You know, it'd be really funny if it turns out there was like a twin or something.
If he had a twin, I'll be like, oh my lord.
The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Correct.
Well, that's what we're going to...
Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least.
Alright, let's do it!
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us!
See, here is what I firmly believe happened. Basically, was it Bruce Goodman? Was fucking around in the evidence room, got stabbed in the evidence room, but left the scene, either made his way into the back of a van or the back of a car, or like he was planted in the back of a car by whoever attacked him in the evidence room, and he was driven by Edgeworth unknowingly to the prosecutor's office, where he popped out right as the head prosecutor walked by, and that's why it looks so suspicious. Like, why did you stab him in the trunk? Well, he was in the trunk to begin with. So yeah. Did Emma just read his mind? Yes. February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Emma, if both victims in both of these murder cases are the same man, I'm willing to bet that the same person is the victim of both cases. For sure. That means he was stabbed in one place, presumed dead, and then proceeded to be dead in another place. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room, and no biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing.
I know, it's circumstantial and probably planted.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Why are oil drums filled with water even here in the first place?
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. It's that whole, like, older sister, younger sister complex, where it's just kind of like, if older sister kind of steps away and has that parental figure, it becomes the parental figure, and the little sister's kind of off doing stuff on her own. It's like, I hate when you act like this, but I still love you anyway. So it's one of those things.
That's not it at all! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
How are you reading Phoenix's mind? Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grid for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid!
Luminol? Smart. Use that to try and find traces that are undetectable to the human eye.
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water.
Says you.
Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
What does that have anything to do with applying a scientific cleaning source upon another surface? There is no legality to that.
Yeah, I was saying, there's not like there's a minimum age requirement to use this.
Right. We're testing blood stains on this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
Huh. To test for a blood reaction, just spray luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains.
Okay, so I'm going to assume some around here. Uh-huh. Okay. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain?
They said ritual of the night.
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. It's not even fully there. It's literally just illuminated by luminol.
Scientific investigation in action. This is the career you want to get to, sweetie. Are you sure you don't want to turn around and become something else?
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically? Yeah, the amount of blood. If it was like a big stabbing murder, you figure there would be splooges of it. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh?
No, that's Angel.
Ha!
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Probably make it inedible.
Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is in the house. Day-old? Was it at least refrigerated? Like, especially that rice is gonna be hard as a rock. That fish is probably gonna be smelling in that bag of yours. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I don't think that's the point, Phoenix. Okay, so what are you doing here?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
What the fuck? And you were let go. Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. Oh, you mean the incident where we found the knife and the evidence that Goodman was working with? That incident? Yeah. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... We're not gonna talk about it? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault.
Oh, we know.
It's like, yeah, bitch, we're not dumb. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable!
Yuru-senai.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Isn't that illegal? In America, yeah. In probably Japan, yeah. In Japanifornia? Probably not. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman! I know this photograph has something important to tell us. What? That's not a photo!
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
Duh, why else would he be involved? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Can you explain what SL9 is for those in the audience who don't know? Like me? Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yeah, could you actually talk to us? No? Okay, I'm just shocked you can't talk to us about... I hate...
Well, there's still a couple of things you gotta present.
Like... This is bullshit. It's like... I had one of those up until 2 years ago.
Back when you were the combo queen, right?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. That's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Okay. Now can you talk about... No, of course not. Of course not. Of course you want to be a little bit of a fucking hoe. Could you take a look at this?
You!
Yes!
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. Why are you drinking her tea?
We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
I knew it! So that's the secret to that aroma. Exquisite!
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. This is why Ace Attorney frustrates me.
I was like, considering that you're always jumping like 3 steps ahead
Fair.
every time.
Fair.
Because again, like with that one cross-examination, how you were like jumping ahead, and then I told you had to do like these specific statements in order to get something else.
It's all bullshit! I swear to God, this whole thing is all bullshit!
Just do it.
Ugh. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime?
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes were the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl. I had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Okay, now can you talk about it? Finally! That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So, they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. Well, what? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be...
Gumshoe, I knew it.
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. So, is he the third boyfriend? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over. And he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten. And neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell!
There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this cursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have? She already confirmed 3! Just when all the detectives on SL9 has disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection!
So, Ricky... What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Achoo! Hello! Then you should take this. If it's 3 days old, I don't want it. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you out if you tempt him with this treat. Received excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he... Are you his... Are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then.
You like him.
This would be when Officer Marshall was the detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Okay. Don't mind me as I... No, I want to examine things more, please and thank you. Okay. Yeah, he popped out and he was just laying out there. He tried to pop out of this thing. Do I need to investigate anything here?
Nope, we can move on.
Alright, cool, great. We're gonna fuck off. Alright, so we gotta go talk to Marshall. So I'm assuming he's at the police department.
Yep.
Hello. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got on the front desk... Here it is!
Emma with the $2. Ooh, I like her determined woman. I like her determined woman. Can I be her girlfriend? Yes. Only if she consents, though. She's like a kid in an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene! Let's go take a look.
Are we legally allowed to do... Okay. Okay, wait. Guard station? Oh, Lord.
God damn.
What's with the decor in this place? It's very... Texan.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence. The scene of the crime?
It sure seems that way. Oh.
Oh, what's wrong?
It's those cacti! They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
Why would looking at them make you not think straight? You can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. Oh, I get it. She had that taste of cactus juice. Drink cactus juice. It'll quench ya. What I want to know is if there's a guard station, where is the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
No, it's a complete fucking mystery. It's like trying to find a JoJo character in fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It can be literally anyone.
Also, what the fuck are you gonna have bottles of liquor on like electronic devices like those monitors?
My bigger question is, why is there a lasso rope in front of the evidence room?
Oh, look at the floor, a lasso!
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed!
Yes! A wild bull! A wild bull inside of the fucking police station. He comes from the same zoo of the same horse that went into the hospital. There's a horse in the hospital. There's a bull in the police station. You sure have an active imagination. Okay.
And let's take a look at that door.
The door. That one. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in!
Let's not just walk in?
Not with that attitude.
It won't open.
I guess we did have the correct attitude.
Not with that attitude.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone permission to go in there first. Do we do a mating call of some kind to get the Texan boy out here? Brian,
cuckoo.
Yeah, Brian, you're Texan. You call him. Okay.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it's more of a yar.
I'd say it was more of a yar myself. Okay. Are we trying to seduce the Texan? I'm not trying to seduce the Texan.
Now I'm just imagining like the fucking Tom and Jerry scream with that cactus.
It's like, yo! Okay. Do we see the monitors from here? Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check who went in and out of here.
That would be a good idea if we were able to. Right now. But I guess not. Why is all this liquor here? Why are you using this to hang shit? Alright. Maybe they're inside. Maybe they're outside or inside or something like that. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please!
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe!
Now's the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh no, we're gonna have to make a choice here, aren't we?
Oh, you mean one of these?
Emma!
Actually, it's not for sale.
Oh no, Emma. This is why you don't say shit. Now we have the big guy here with puppy dog eyes. And while I can resist minorly to puppy dog eyes, I have a pansexual husband who literally goes aw the minute it happens. Great. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
Who's your criminal? The criminal, you mean...
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Was it Marshall? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Is it Jake Marshall? But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto.
it has to be Jake Marshall, because if he either wants it for himself or he's doing it to bribe Jake Marshall.
Standing around here talking, is it gonna fill my belly?
Never mind, he's hungry. Wait, it's only Emma.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start. No, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, go back to the gas station real quick and
wait.
Spray luminol on the cactus.
Oh shit, I can do that? I forgot that I have luminol. What the fuck? It's a new fucking mechanic. Okay, so. Wow, we got a reaction! Why is there blood at the tip of a cactus? Because here's the thing, ladies, gents, and nons. If this cactus was used as a bashing weapon, it would be on the side of the cactus. Why does it look like it was attempting to penetrate something? Luminol only detects blood, right? No other liquid sources?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I had to confirm. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. And planted their head right on these spines!
I think that might be more painful than being murdered.
I would agree. I'm mildly curious before I put the luminol away. Okay. I'm sorry! Yes, my brain goes there! What are y'all gonna do? Stop me? What are y'all gonna do? Buck my head? Okay.
I was gonna say, if we had to go to the office and then the detention center.
Got it. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder at the a detective down in the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
Ugh, makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead. Sit down and investigate it.
Really? A dead pun? While we're investigating a moita? Really? A fucking tig? Really? Really? Oh my lord.
But don't mess up or we could wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries than dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Okay, don't mind us. Oh, we're just gonna...
That works too.
Okay, whatever. Hello? Jake Marshall, are you in there?
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to get too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ah, my brain!
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, the perpetrator.
Oh, how fucking dare you? That's so cool.
I was the perpetrator again, sir. That's what I'd say.
Meeks! Officer Meekins!
Oh, hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edwards anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center?
Why did you get arrested? There's no way! I would be... Okay, is it one of those, like, we have to question the shit out of him and then he turns into, like, this really dark, creepy figure in the fucking, like, on the stand and we suddenly see the 180 that he could be the murderer?
Who knows?
Oh, Lord.
No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little patrolman, like a lost little lamb, sir.
Little Bo Peep lost her sheep, apparently.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins. You didn't. Did you? Yeah!
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Okay. First and foremost. So what happened?
Sir, I'm patrolling the general affairs, sir. Sir.
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That would be Officer Jake Marshall.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Yep, and he was missing on the scene. Marshall.
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! Ow.
What the heck is this guy He's so helpless he wouldn't hurt a fly, and yet at the same time...
I feel like that's going to be the gotcha right there.
Yeah, that's the gotcha. You look at him, he's like, oh, this guy would literally say hello to an annoying fly. And then you turn around, he's 180ing, like, full face up in the camera, like that whole, like, fisheye lens sort of evil glare into the camera.
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out.
Did you get hit in the head?
And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
Is that part of your sleeve or something? A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Scott. Huh. Opposite hands. Okay. Do not tell me Meekins is actually what I'm suspecting. He's gonna be the 180 turnaround, fisheye lens, deadpan in the camera. I am the murderer.
Does this feel like this is what's gonna happen?
If I don't want it to be that, but still.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Oh yeah, the hand first, then we're gonna talk about the victim, okay? About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Ah!
Sir.
Don't you think you should just confess?
Ah!
But sir, but there's nothing I can do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened. When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir.
When the detective pointed that knife at you?
And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Hold on. Rewind! Hold it! Why are we skipping past the part that the detective threw a knife at you? Why are we skipping past that? We should not be skipping past that. Why are we skipping past that? Hello, good morning.
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because
Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir.
Oh, shock. Oh, sorry, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared?
That's some
Story. Again, why are we skipping over the fact that a detective pulled a knife on him? Why are we skipping over this fact? Hello? Am I dumb? Am I asking the wrong questions right now?
Oh.
Okay, I guess we're I guess just ignore the fact that Goodman had a knife. Exactly. Hold the fuck. I was like, hold it. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Please don't look at me with those sides up your head, down, sir. You have to label me as a perpetrator victim, sir.
They label me victim.
You didn't hurt your hand that time you slapped your hand. I would, but if you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Wait a minute! Was Detective Goodman the one he says that pulled a knife on him? Goodman was holding a knife, which was probably the evidence piece knife that he was technically from SL9. That kind of tracks. Sorry, I had to think about them like, wait, is the Detective Goodman the one who pulled the knife? And if he's the one who pulled the knife, he was already in possession of potentially a knife. Because that was the thing that was stuffed into the muffler, right? So if Detective Goodman had the connection with the muffler, maybe that's the knife he pulled? Because there was a knife in Edward's car, so we can't count that knife. But there was an evidence knife that he took out.
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger...
Then I say he is already on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know it.
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts.
What do you live in the basement of the police department?
Sir, yes, sir. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None.
Wait, so you did get a knife and you stabbed him? But you didn't... This is more proving my theory that this was an attack, and the detective was bleeding out. He crawled into Edward's car, or he was stuffed into Edward's car, and then he died in Edward's car, getting out in front of the head prosecutor.
No, don't have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay, now let's talk about this for a minute. Okay. Obviously, you have nothing to do with Edward's knife. Okay, hold on. Is this the guy, like, legitimately the one you saw?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir. That's it.
That's it.
That's what?
My hand was a blanket at the very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir.
Did you actually kill him? Did you actually attack him? Like, was he bleeding? Was he getting attacked? You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it.
Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Yeah, actually, let's talk about that real quick. The details. Give me details. Why is this card so significant? Is it the way to get into the evidence room? Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A little lost lamb, if you will.
Again, little Bo Peep lost her sheep.
I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room.
Okay. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked the Detective Goodman to show his ID card. Well, what did he do?
That's it. Sir, he put it away from me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped.
Whooped? So I whooped. I whooped at him like a gazelle.
Shut up.
Detective Goodman points a knife at him.
Do you want to orders before they do it to you?
My own father's words, sir.
Can we get the microphone away from Beacons? It makes Beacons go deaf, right? This is the first time watching live. I wanted to let you know these. Thank you so much. That's flattering. Thank you so much. I'm glad I can inspire you. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life, is inspire people.
What happened then?
Well, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here.
Right. Okay. Did they clearly give you reason for arrest? Like, did they say you're the one who did it, or like they're holding you for the reason of it?
So, Officer Meekins, why is it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who he met in the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim really was the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That is it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
A little bit of a dancing away from it, but it's fine. We're whooping our way through it.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
Uh-huh. But you don't remember the events clearly?
No. But the videotape is quite clear.
Videotape?
Videotape?
From the security camera.
The crime, my crime. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape.
Sorry. I love the sounds. Turn it down here.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No, thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. All right.
Speaking of which, check out my sweet attorney badge.
Yeah, see, look at my badge. Officer Beacons, have a look at this.
Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir.
Well, huh?
I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it.
Huh? Me? Why would I?
I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges.
What? You think we're back in the 1960s where we wear pins if we were going steady? What the hell?
No, I'm alone. I'm alone.
Hey, that's all wrong. That's one of my high school sweethearts and recent romance, sir.
Okay, one, she's 17. That would make Phoenix not available. It's like, and two, Phoenix's this badge is not a going steady pin. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Okay. And when he pulled up his speaker that time, it didn't hurt anyone, right? I think it was a girl with a badge. I thought he said he was a girl with a badge. Nope. Okay, good. Okay. That's the one thing I wanted to make sure. Let me go ahead and just pick this just a hair. Okay, good. Good. All right. All right. So we gotta go to the evidence room. All right. Oh God, who's interrupting me now?
Oh, actually, we had to come here first.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detective's desk!
It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what that means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, toilets, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ha ha ha! Right-o, my boy! How you been? Swim much? Ho! Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
I don't want to talk to you on the pure basis that church music started playing when you walked in the room, and you have a cross across your chest, which makes me very suspicious of you. As a Christian myself, that's never a good sign when I hear it in video games. It's barely ever a good sign when I hear it in video games. You want to talk about the thing in the evidence room?
It's downright hot, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I'm assuming?
Scientifically speaking, that's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
No, righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. And I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Well, let's see if we can find some kind of way of discreetly asking him.
You really want me to test that water? Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, worthy! Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, righto?
Von Karma.
Legend he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
Okay. How to discreetly ask him about the thing that he was bugging the chief of detectives about? Can't give him that.
You gotta examine the chief of detectives.
Oh, I gotta actually examine the guy? Oh, cool.
Ooh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. I took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it.
Really now?
It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st.
Better make a note of that just in case. Affidavit note dated to 2/21. Can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Alright, hold on. Hold on, I'm doing a thing. Let me do a thing. Let me do the thing. No signage. But isn't his ID 858? Why would you write 9? If you know your own security number, why would you write 9 and then scribble it out? Was someone trying to forge a lost item report? Huh. I smell a scandal here. I smell a big scandal. I smell a very, very big scandal.
But first I gotta talk to Gant.
God damn it, I don't want to talk to Orange Man. Hi.
Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright-o asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Don't look at me like that.
Now, Wright-o.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Wright-o, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, man.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think of real ID.
Yeah, no, Gant. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I don't trust him as far as I can throw the man. No, absolutely not. No way. Ain't no way, no how.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is about influence on the